Diecast Nerds is a channel devoted to the teen to adult toy collector, pop culture fans, and fellow nerd enthusiasts. This is a PG-13 channel. I might say some shit. Viewer and parental discretion is advised. And I'm glad that you did. It's time for another episode of Diecast Nerds Galactic Hooligan. And I am happy that you're actually all here with me today. I have got something new for you. So, my friend Martin Sebastian decided to send me something, and I didn't do it for, hey man, what's in the box? You know, because today I am actually super happy, and I was too excited to take him out of the box already, and because I already knew what it was and everything. But in this, it says, hello again, Diecast Norbs. Had to race this out to you. Hope he makes first place in your review. Your pal, Martin Sebastian, aka Ultra Megatronus. I am super happy that this actually raced over to me. Let me tell you something. First prize goes to the one who actually bought me Dragstrip. I am really super happy to bring this guy over to you. Don't mind me if my voice actually goes in and out. I'm actually getting rid of allergies that have actually turned into a chest cold and it's not COVID. I had all my shots. But let me tell you something, it is horrible. And since I shared that with you guys, because I want you guys being a part of my life in every single which way, I hope you all are staying above weather. And let's start off with this review. If this is like your 900th time being with me, thank you so much. I really appreciate each and every one of you coming over and checking out my channel. If this is your first time, don't be afraid to hit that like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I would appreciate it. It actually helps my channel grow, and it really will help me out because I'm actually two more from 500. So I'd really appreciate it if somebody out there actually just like subscribes to me today. I was even actually thinking about starting a subscribe-a-thon. I might do that as a live show. That's not a bad idea actually, you know? But I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my show. I appreciate each and every one of you. And now let's get on with the show. So for a long time, my hooligans, it looks like this Menasor, Combiner Wars Menasor, was the Menasor for us to get and everything, you know? He was beautiful, sturdy, and, well, not without certain liberties or anything like that. I'll actually say that. Like, I actually had to do a lot to get this Menasor to be the Menasor that I've actually wanted for a while. But with the loss of Wild Rider, he wasn't necessarily really the whole entire shebang that we were actually looking for or anything. But he actually served a purpose, and he actually brought back the old school in big ways. But now, with everything being the way it is and everything like that, and Legacy being in tow, we actually have the new edition of Dragstrip. And man, he is looking mighty cool. Brought to me by a fellow hooligan, Martin Sebastian. This guy just really wowed me out of the package, and I'm actually really loving everything about this guy. Look at this. He is just awesome. I love the fact that he actually has this Decepticon symbol right up in front, so you know you're getting hit by and everything while he's actually rolling down the road. He actually has the quintessential double wheels over here that only Dragstrip can actually have. I love it. He actually has a motor in here, part of the engine block in here and everything, but that's actually like something else and everything altogether. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But I love everything that's actually going on here. The full yellow, the red trims. He is looking amazing. One thing to note over here is that he actually has like a little seat over here, which is cool. I think I admire that about this guy and everything. I kind of wish it were a little bit bigger. There are reasons for that also. Those of you in the know are in the know. But there is a reason for that. I just kind of wish that we could have actually had it big enough so you could actually put like a Titan Master right in the middle, right on the inside of it and everything. That would have actually been really, really cool. But I love it. He really does look like he actually just comes right out of the anime, doesn't he? He's wonderful. I'm going to show you the box really quick. This is actually the first time that I'm actually coming into this. Excuse me. This is the first time I'm actually coming into this, just showing you the bot first before we actually get into the box itself and everything. So let's get into the box. And as shown here by our friend Minosaur over here, complete with perfect effects parts. You know, that's one of the things about this version of Minosaur. He wasn't really complete unless he actually had perfect effects parts and everything. And as we're actually going through all the new Stunticons and everything, I'm going to be bringing out Minosaur quite a bit over here until we actually get our new true friend of the our new true ruler of the road, you know? Now, this is actually Minosaur before, and we are actually looking at Dragstrip as the arm of Minosaur over here. I won't be able to show you too much in the way of arm deals today or anything like that, you know, because I don't have Motormaster yet. But let's take a look at the box over here. And the box art is really, really cool. We actually have Dragstrip over here. Like, really, you have to like celebrate the artists that actually go into these and because they are just really fantastic, and I love everything that's actually going on over here. We actually have a Dragstrip over here in running stance and everything, looking just pretty awesome. And there goes his Dragster, complete with the double weapons. And you're actually going to ask me, does Dragstrip actually come with those amazing, beautiful double weapons? Well, I'm going to tell you, as far as Dragstrip is actually concerned, he does come with weapons on this side. And look at these beautiful weapons here. I really love these blasters being casted in black and painted in purple. That sheen on this purple is actually really nice. And he doesn't come with one, baby. He comes with two. I really love this, and they actually have a connection part on either side right over here where you could actually connect them and make a double blaster. You can actually use this in robot mode. I'm actually also wondering if we're going to be seeing some like giant gun goodness coming from Minosaur and everything just based on this. The connections are actually really, really tight on either end, and once you actually separate them in auto mode, you can actually kind of like put them right on the sides over here. And not only is he ready for drag stripping, but he is also ready for drag stripping with a lot of attitude here and everything. Like, look at this. You don't want to be on this guy. You don't want to be in this guy's way on the road or anything like that. You know, there's no rush hour for this guy. He has a clear path. Look at this guy. He is amazing, amazing. I really love this. And I'm not just saying that because I actually got him from a friend or anything like that. I'm saying that because he is amazing. I mean, look at this guy. He really is the Dragstrip that we've actually all been waiting for. And I'm really loving this. I'm going to give you some size comparisons. And I'm going to give you a first logical comparison between Dragstrip and Mirage. And my gods, look at these guys together, finally, in the same size class, and they look awesome together. I have really, really loved the fact that we actually finally have a deluxe size, a fully deluxe size Dragstrip. I mean, we actually had one with Combiner Wars, but this guy looks so great next to Mirage, and we're actually still getting that G1 flavor here and everything. I really love this so much and everything, and I'm glad that we're actually able to see these two guys together finally like this. Next up is Dragstrip and Dragstrip, and don't mind some of the dust in here or anything like that. Again, I still have to like go cleaning a few of these guys, but let me tell you something. This Dragstrip really is no slouch whatsoever or anything like that. I love this guy so much, and just let me pan out just a little bit here so you can actually see. Let's see, we actually have like a much bigger, more prominent size in the Combiner Wars Dragstrip here and everything as far as that's concerned. But you can actually see the hours of diligence and love that actually went behind this version of Legacy Dragstrip here. I mean, there's love in both of them and everything, and don't get me wrong, plastic quality, everything is just really, really great on this version of Dragstrip. I just had to squeeze the legs together a little bit. But let me tell you something. I think that this guy actually looks just the part altogether and everything. I love the low profile of him and everything with the double wheels in the front. This guy is just great. With this guy, you actually get like a lot of Formula One racing kind of like feels to it and everything like that altogether. And I love that. And I also love the fact that we actually have a much bigger seat over here, just like we actually do have with the appearance of Mirage here and everything, with a bigger seat like right in the cockpit here and everything. But I really don't think that that's actually really lacking. I mean, they're supposed to be driving themselves anyway, right? But I really love that. I'm glad that we actually have a newer version of these Stunticons. And just let me give you one more comparison. What comparison would be complete without Dragstrip and Rumble here? I know, everyone. Everybody yell at once in unison, nerd! But you know what? I don't care. I really love this. I think this actually looks fantastic. Let's get Dragstrip into transformation. Oh, Dragstrip's gonna transform! Transformation is actually really, really simple but dynamic on this guy, and I really like this a lot. So first off, let's just go over here and we will actually just like unfold these two flaps right over here. That's actually going right in between, right behind his legs. And over here, we're just going to latch this right over here. And Combiner Wars style, accordion his legs all the way up like this. But that pretty much is the only thing that's Combiner Wars about him, you know? Let's go and we'll put his feet down and then we'll separate them. They're actually put in by a couple of friction tabs on up here and over here. And we're just gonna, we just wiggled that out just a little bit. So here we are. And now we're just gonna rotate him by the waist. From there on, we're actually just going to unclip that cap right over here. And just let's rotate that whole entire engine here. We'll then go over here and there's some, his hands are right over here and on the other end. And they are actually set in by a couple of clips that are actually right here that are actually going right into the side of the car. So let's just do that and then we'll actually come over here to the front and we'll actually unclip those also. Those are also done by friction tabs. So let's bring those down and there's like an arm that's actually right on the inside that goes all the way down here. And then just let's get you to the back here so you can actually see what that does also. You just want to make sure that you place either end right over here. Then we'll rotate the back right over here and over here. We'll move the wheels back this way. We'll bring this side panels right over here and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. There we go. And last but not least, let us push Dragstrip's head right on the inside of the cockpit and then bring this down right over here on this arm. Now remember, don't put a lot of pressure on his waist over here because this actually is done by, they actually have like a little bit of an issue over here. My only issue with Dragstrip is this piece right over here, and I'll tell you more about that in a second, but that works out wonderfully in transformation. So let's bring all of this down. We're actually going to accordion it right down here, and we'll push that down, and then we are going to get these two clips right in here. There are a couple of tabs that are actually go right on either end of Dragstrip here, and then push that down. And now, once we actually have all of that done, we actually have a Dragstrip that it looks amazing. And now we will get on with the rest of the review from here. Freaking Dragstrip, he looks so awesome. Look at this guy. He is full of just so much toot here and everything. It's just great. I love this so much. He's actually got like still the full yellow that Dragstrip should actually have, because evil should always be yellow, I guess, you know. And look at this. This guy is just super fantastic in every single detail. They brought back the double tires right over here on the upper arms. Check. They've actually got his engine block right in his chest. Check. And look at that grill right here. He just looks like he is just like ready to like just rumble with everyone, you know what I mean? And that looks great. Fantastic detailing going throughout the whole entire figure. He just looks wonderful. I love these legs also. I love the fact that you actually have like all this piping detail here and everything. Really, really great. Only a couple of things that actually need to be tightened on my copy of them and everything. But mostly dealing with the upper part of the legs right over here and everything. But let's take a look at his articulation. He actually has a 360 right on his head. That is kind of like inhibited by these two pylons right over here. You don't really necessarily have to worry about that so much though, because like you can actually get to it. And as on Rodimus, on Legends Rodimus, he actually does have like a hole in the back of his head and everything. I have found that since I've actually been messing around with this guy, I totally ignore that altogether and everything. It really hasn't like really hit like a sore spot to me or anything. And I think TF Labs actually might have like a part that you can actually put like right into the back of his head over here also. So that's actually, there really isn't anything lost on that whatsoever or anything. Again, I've actually been playing around with him. I think because of the fact that we actually have these two pylons right over here on his shoulders, it really hasn't become that much of a distraction or anything like that. In fact, I kind of feel like it actually reacts like blinders or something, because it's kind of like nothing to see back here, nothing to see back here at all, you know, and that's actually great, you know. He actually does have like an arm hinge right over here. He can rotate his arm 360, the full 360, so that's nice. He actually comes with the classic bicep rotation. He actually has a little bit over 90 degrees right over here, super dynamic, nothing at the wrist. He actually has a waist rotation right over here that's 360, and he actually has, let's see, upper leg articulation right over here. He can kick all the way back like this. He actually does have dynamic kung fu action and everything, so that's actually really great. So prepare all your fighters. He actually has a thigh rotation right here. He has a leg bend that's a little under 90 degrees, but that's okay. And he also comes with the ankle tilt, a lot of dorsiflexion, well, a little bit more dorsi than flexion and everything. But like, aside from that, he is just really fantastic. I love this guy so much. He actually does come with like a lot of great attitude and everything. I love those red visors of his right over here. They look stunning. Like, look at this guy. And I don't know if these are ears via wheeljack style or anything like that, but he does look incredible. Let's see. Let's go into weaponry. He actually has a couple of weapons right over here, as you actually know. He looks better to me where he's actually double wielding these weapons right over here, and I love the fact that they actually fit in his hands so well. You know, it just looks like these are really made for him and everything, and I love that so much. You can, if you really wanted to, you could actually kind of like take this off, and you could actually merge this with this other weapon right over here. Just let me do this, and you'll actually see that there are tabs that actually go into the other gun right over here, and that's great also. He has like a double pistol weapon right over here. The only thing that actually bugs me about this is that I kind of wish that this were a little bit deeper in set or something somehow, because then you could actually kind of like have it go into his arm over here, and I don't know why that makes it much more of a difference or anything like that, but it does to me. But like, I still love this weapon altogether. He just looks great. I'm going to give you a couple comparisons between Dragstrip and Dragstrip. And really, I mean, there really isn't anything wrong with this version of Dragstrip altogether, if that's actually kind of like what floats your boat and everything. I like this guy too. And this helmet actually just, this face just meant everything to me at one time. He really just had this dragster kind of like thing going for him and everything. And I love the fact that these eyes kind of looked like they were crying blood and everything at one time. Like, look at this guy. He looks great. But is he this Dragstrip? hell no. Like, this guy looks great. I love this so much. And the fact that he actually that mug is just really fantastic to me. Anyway, I digress. Let me go on. So, we had Dragstrip and Dragstrip and Rumble, and Dragstrip and Mirage. Now, here's the messed up shite about this whole entire thing. Now, remember, he actually comes with amazing waist articulation. Be careful of that, everybody. He actually is a combiner, of course, and because he's a combiner, the upper part of his car is actually going to be the upper part of the arm, and the lower part of the arm actually becomes the lower part of the arm. Which this genius thing right over here that they actually did, where when he actually combines into Motormaster's into Motormaster's trailer that will eventually actually become the arms and everything, as what we actually saw in Hasbro Pulse and all that. This will actually become the part that will actually kind of like mess some people up and everything like that, you know, depending on how much you actually manhandle or gorilla your items and everything. Because right over here is actually the cause of everything here, and it's actually kind of like on a stem that's actually right in this piece right over here. Everything over here is actually great. I love the fact that it actually has this piece right over here, so it actually does have like a great connection, like right on the inside and everything. Just really great. It's solid, you know. Once you actually put everything back together again, he's actually solid. But I will know that there are a couple of people who will actually probably either force the top canopy in a little bit too far or too hard or something like that, and then that will actually cause everything to break, making a few sad collectors out there. I'm pretty sure that like there might be a couple of you out there already who might have actually done that. Be careful about this, everybody. Otherwise, he is just dope as shit. He is just awesome. I really love this guy a lot. I can't say enough. I really think that if you guys actually have a chance to get him, because he's actually really scarce out there, and I really hope that things actually work out with the delivery and everything, with deliveries for the stores and everything like that, because I haven't heard of like much in the way of scalpers actually scalping. Scalpers no scalping. But let me tell you something. So far, we've actually been seeing a lot of people being able to get items out there too and everything, which is great, you know. I love that. I love that for every one of us. I love that for everyone who's actually into collecting and love these figures all together. Everybody who's out there, if you can actually help a fellow out there, if you can actually help a fellow out there, or like, you know, guy, girl, whatever have you, you know, if you can actually help anybody, that was bothering me for a long time. If you can actually help anybody out there get a figure and everything, please do, because like in certain states, there are, like I heard in California, this guy was actually more prominent in California than any place else for some reason or the other. I don't know why that is, you know, but like that's the way it's actually rolling right now and everything. If you can actually help out anyone out there and everything, blokes, blokettes, everyone in between, if you can actually help anyone out there get these guys and everything, please do, you know. Remember, it's actually part of like the kindness that I think that we should actually show everyone out there. And if you actually find one for yourself, including yourself, get this guy. He's awesome. Anyway, I'm going to come back to final thoughts in just a moment. And now that Dragstrip has finally started showing up in stores, and most importantly in my hand, so that makes him official, right? Now that he's actually started coming up in stores and everything, can we actually now officially say, without any hesitation whatsoever, that now starts the real Combiner Wars? Now, this is actually going to be Menasor versus Menasor. That's hashtag versus hashtag in a battle of which one is the best. Now, I really think, excuse me, I'm still having a cold. What really makes me think that this group of new Stunticons that we're actually getting is actually going to be amazing, is that everything that has actually gone into it is going to be superb. Everything that actually goes into the planning. I love the way that Menosaur's arms are actually going to accordion to release the two sections in this guy, and just seeing how this planning is actually going to go, it's brilliant. It's like, it really is like art. you know? And I can't wait to see these guys in hand. I've already got one, so the race for the Stunticons has actually started. I wonder how soon it's going to be till we see aerial bots. But that's for another show. For now, I really think that anybody who hasn't gotten this guy yet, go get him. If you can actually find him in stores, get him. If anybody can actually help you out with getting this guy, get him, or help someone else get this guy and everything, because he's too good not to be in anybody's hands or anything. That's it for me. I really appreciate each and every one of you for being here today. I appreciate you for going through all of my episodes and all of my word stutterings and everything like that. I appreciate each and every one of you today. And as always, be kind to each other, because kindness is in short supply. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to everyone out there. And as always, when these stop being magical, that's when I'll stop collecting. I'll definitely talk to you soon.